StevenDLevitt, When to Rob a Bank, and 131 more warped suggestions and well-intended rants. Get ready to delve into the world of When to Rob a Bank, where authors StevenDLevitt and Levitt Dubner explore the unusual yet fascinating side of economics, human behavior, and social norms. In this summary, we dive deep into peculiar statistics about names and how that affects one's life decisions, discover our misconceptions about pricing and ecologically friendly choices, and even learn about the perfect day to rob a bank. Prepare to be both enlightened and entertained as you uncover a multitude of warped suggestions and well-intended rants that just might change the way you look at the world around you.
Strange but true names. Do names influence life events? This summary explores various statistics and anecdotes that suggest the answer may be yes. For instance, a high number of criminals have the middle name Wayne. Additionally, the origin of the name Nevaeh highlights how easily names can catch on. Finally, readers of Freakonomics have shared humorous stories of fitting names, such as Limberhand, an arrested public masturbator, and Dr. Les Plaque, a San Francisco dentist. The Art of Pricing. The book highlights the unpredictable nature of our common sense in matters concerning pricing. It emphasizes the importance of being cautious in our purchasing behaviors, especially when it comes to our health. The author describes the inconsistency in pricing of generic drugs by major pharmacy chains and the need to shop around for better deals. The book also sheds light on bizarre pricing patterns by some businesses, where additional items cost more than the initial ones. Lastly, the author critiques the U.S. government's decision to keep the 1-cent piece in circulation despite its cost exceeding its value. The Hidden Dangers. In Super Freakonomics, the authors revealed that drunk driving is not as dangerous as walking while intoxicated. Our perception of risk is flawed, as illustrated with the fact that horseback riding is more dangerous than riding a motorcycle. We should also be more cautious around people we know, as statistics show that victims of murder, rape, and assault often know their attacker. This information challenges our preconceived notions about danger and encourages us to be more aware and take extra precautions in our daily lives. The Many Faces of Lies. Why do we lie? It turns out that people lie for different reasons. While some lies do more harm than good, others are worth telling if they benefit us. This article highlights the complexities of human behavior when it comes to lying. From Mexican welfare applicants to best-selling memoirists, we see how people can deceive for various reasons. While some lies are motivated by practical concerns like qualifying for social welfare programs, others stem from shame or the need to be recognized. Even memoirs that purport to be true stories are sometimes creatively elaborated to gain more publicity and credibility. It is then not surprising that memoirs can be more fictional than fiction. Ultimately, the article suggests that lying is a pervasive and multifaceted phenomenon that needs to be understood in its various forms. Misconceptions about fighting climate change. Addressing common misconceptions surrounding actions that purportedly help the environment, this book offers a counterintuitive glimpse into what individuals can do to make a difference. While it may seem obvious that growing one's own food helps the environment, the data shows that only 11% of greenhouse gas emissions come from transporting food, meaning that taking small steps like eating a vegetarian meal instead of meat one day per week may have a more significant impact. Meanwhile, even actions as innocuous as walking instead of driving, when factoring in the production and transportation of the extra food needed for the walk, may not always be the more environmentally friendly option. This wake-up call challenges readers to rethink their assumptions about the best ways to combat climate change. The Psychology of Crime. The subconscious influence of stimuli can have a profound effect on our behavior, a phenomenon known as priming. In one study, prisoners who were primed with the question, "What were you convicted for?" before flipping coins lied 6% more frequently than those asked about their TV habits. Correctional facilities could use this knowledge to employ priming for positive results. Additionally, the Immigration and Naturalization Services Form N-400 asks potential U.S. citizens if they have committed a crime for which they were not arrested. This seemingly counterintuitive question is used to prosecute or deport those who lie on their application. More sex, the better economy. The common good of casual sex and the proposal for a sex tax. Do you believe that sex could contribute to the common good and relate to economics? In More Sex is Safer Sex, University of Rochester economics professor Steven Landsberg argues that healthy and careful individuals should have more casual sex for the benefit of the population. This implies that reckless people who are more likely to contract and spread STDs should be discouraged from having sex. Similar to factories that pollute, Landsberg suggests a tax on sex to control the healthcare costs and lost productivity associated with sex. An individual who engages in sexual activity that spreads disease and costs society money would be taxed, while practitioners of safe sex might receive a tax credit. Landsberg even proposes calling this tax the Extracurricular Intercourse and Lesser Sex Act tax, or the Family Creation tax. While this idea is not entirely new, it was not well received when proposed in 1971 by Democratic legislator Bernard Gladstone. Money motivation. The book advocates for the use of financial incentives, bribery, and changes in supply over customer demand to improve the economy. It outlines an experiment that suggests the effectiveness of bribing students and proposes that understanding economics requires a focus on producer supply rather than customer demand. The author also explores how our traditional beliefs about money and the economy can be challenged.
In When to Rob a Bank, Levitt and Dubner expertly unravel our hidden biases and misconceptions in various aspects of our lives, from names to economical decisions. From understanding the origins of the seemingly irrational name trends, to realizing the significance of making ecologically responsible choices, we've ventured through an array of thought-provoking revelations, ultimately reminding us not to take everything at face value. By the end of our journey, it is clear that taking a deeper look into the lesser-known aspects of daily life can be both informative and entertaining, shedding light on how a unique economic perspective helps us navigate the complex world around us.